Hey, my name is Leo. It is super late.
I just took my vitamins.
And I am going to tell you about one of my favorite pop culture moments in history, which is the season 5 premiere party of The L Word, and generally like the period of time when Paris Hilton was obsessed with the TV show. She was a huge fan of The L Word, and you might think that sounds crazy, but like, just let me show you. So welcome back to my channel. I still have mono. I'm still just chilling out in bed most days, kind of just making videos about shit that I'm interested in. I have conflicting feelings about the fact that I am obsessed with lesbian gossip from like 2005 to 2010. Most of that lesbian circle at that period of time is closeted, so that's not something that I would ever go into detail about on my channel or like anywhere publicly, because that's just not my place. And this video is kind of on the fringe of that whole circle, but I'm not going to be talking about anyone's relationships or like speculating on sexuality in this video. That's not what I'm here to do. Okay, so for an establishing shot, Paris Hilton in 2006 to 2008 was spotted frequently at lesbian nightclubs in West Hollywood. A lot of like sightings and reports of her being at these clubs are real, but it is a little more unclear what she was doing there. What I have concluded is that it seemed like Paris Hilton was basically begging for a role in The L Word. Again, that is just my speculation, and I have no idea if that is true or not. In 2007, there were rumors that Paris Hilton was going to have a role in The L Word. It is unclear whether this was just a cameo like she's done in the past. She had done cameos on Veronica Mars, The OC, and I think a couple of other shows. But there were also rumors that she was going to play Nikki Stevens. She was a lead actress in Jenny's film Les Girls, and she was a straight actress, or she was known as a straight actress, but she was actually closeted, and all of the producers and her management team had to like keep her closeted, and they couldn't let anything leak of her doing gay shit because it would damage her reputation and ruin her career. But I don't think it would have worked out anyway, because it would have been a bigger role than what she had done in the past for like actual acting, like not just her reality show. I think there was a lot going on for her that year, so I can't really see her having like the routine and stability of being able to work for The L Word. There's only one piece of tangible proof that I found that would show that she was supposed to be on the show in the first place. I guess it was a tweet, so this isn't even like true proof, but someone tweeted that they were reading Pam Grier's autobiography and she thanked Paris Hilton for being a guest star on The L Word. That tells me that she probably was supposed to be on the show and possibly contracted to be on the show in some capacity, and then something didn't work out from there. But it seems like they probably didn't leave on like the worst terms, because Paris Hilton was at the season 5 premiere party of The L Word, and the pictures and stuff that I found from this night is why I wanted to make this video, because it is absolutely bonkers to me. They weren't acting like she was crashing the party from their like body language. I'm just gonna start talking about it. There are theories that Paris Hilton was paid to be there for like an appearance, but I don't think that is true, and I will tell you why after I show you the pictures. So here's the first picture. Paris Hilton in a fedora and brown wig, and Kate Moennig, I think Moennig is how you say her last name, so I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. Kate, who plays Shane on The L Word, smoking a cigarette with her arm like on the booth. There's a lot to unpack here. The fedoras, very 2008, still cringy. The reason that I don't think Paris Hilton was paid to be here is because she's basically in a disguise. She is not super recognizable, and I imagine that her appearance fees were probably going to be at least $50,000, probably over maybe like $100,000 or higher than that. But if you're paying that much money for an appearance, you want actual like Paris Hilton, you want that appearance. You don't want her in a fucking disguise. Also, why would The L Word pay that much money for Paris Hilton to go to a premiere? Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't know why they would want her there. I don't think they could afford her. Everything on the L chat from this period of time, the lesbian forums, a lot of people saying awful things about her and saying that she, like any insult that you can imagine from that time period, like people hated her, and like especially lesbians. She wasn't doing anything for their brand. Like lesbians at this time did not like Paris Hilton. There's no need for them to pay her to be there. Anyways, then we've got another picture that is, everyone looks like they're hiding. So we've got Kate, Paris, and Daniela, and then I don't know who's on the very right. Everyone just like looks confused. I can't believe this is on the internet. That's embarrassing. There's like a Getty I don't know if it's Getty or Jetty. I've always said Getty in my head, but Getty Images. There's hundreds of pictures from this night. If you want to see the whole L Word cast get trashed, yeah, you should look at that album.
Editing Leah here, I just found a listicle at Autostraddle about gay-inspired Halloween costumes, and someone did this costume of Paris Hilton and Kate Moennig. This is blowing my mind that someone cared about this back when it happened. They also did like a Lilo and Sam Ronson one, which I thought was super funny.
Then we've got Kate, Paris, and Eileen Chaikin. Yeah, I think if Paris crashed this party, her and Eileen looked pretty friendly, and I feel like if she pissed off the show in general, she probably would have pissed her off too, so I think she was welcomed there. Now we've got the one picture that is insane to me. The reason that I made this video, this is what I've been telling everyone about. I sent this to so many of my friends and I was like, what the absolute fuck is this picture? Steve Aoki, bottom left, then Paris Hilton and Daniela Say, who is Max on the show. I thought that the girl next to Paris Hilton was Sam Ronson, but it is not Sam Ronson, it is Paris Picard. You probably don't know who Paris Picard is unless you paid really close attention to lesbian gossip during this time. Not a surprise that she would be at this party. She was a PA. I assumed she was a PA on the L Word, but I was never able to like confirm that in any type of credits. For the last 10 years, she stayed pretty much behind the scenes in the film industry. I think she's producing stuff. Steve Aoki low-key fucked me up because I also put together, this is January 2008, and that's months after he released Pillow Talk, Airplane Chronicles, whatever. He just like, a couple of the songs, like he just put songs on there that he didn't change from other artists, and then he had other songs that he added a couple beats to and then had his famous friends rap over them. I don't know how it's still streaming on Spotify. I have so many questions about the release of that. Pitchfork just obliterated this album. I found this picture in a forum, and that is like how I went down the rabbit hole of finding all this other stuff. That's how I found out that this was the premiere party, because as soon as I saw this picture, I was like, I need to know everything about this. Why does this picture exist? Why are all these people in the same room? I had so many fucking questions. If those pictures are not like the craziest thing you've ever seen, there's also a video of Paris Hilton being really drunk. Like, this is right now on Showtime's YouTube channel. Showtime recorded this, and I'm gonna show you like a clip of it and also have the video linked down below.
What do you love most about this show?
I love the style, that's why I'm wearing my little hat tonight. All my friends watch it. I just bought every single DVD on set. It's just a hot show and I love it, and I hope you guys go on for season after season after season.
So basically we have Paris Hilton confirming drunk that she's a huge fan. That doesn't come off to me as being polite and wanting to say nice things because you're at someone's party. She's invested in this show. We get more proof of Paris Hilton being the world's biggest L Word fan in 2009 when she tweets about watching the L Word, and then there's all these replies like, oh my god, like I was watching this too, or like, I can't believe you watched the L Word. I feel like it's relevant to mention because Kate is like featured in so many of these pictures and the video. She was closeted during this time. So she has said in an interview that when she signed on to the L Word, she thought she was straight and she didn't start questioning her sexuality until she was already in the role of Shane. And then she didn't come out until I think about 2012 or 2013. It was definitely after the series had ended. So yeah, during this time, she was very closeted and not out yet. So Paris also tweeted Kate in 2010. She replied to one of Kate's tweets, but then Kate never replied back to her, so that was kind of awkward, and the tweet's still up under Paris's account, so props to her for not deleting it. That's all I've got on Paris Hilton being obsessed with the L Word. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed finding out about all this stuff, because these pictures are bonkers to me. Like, I'm still in disbelief, and I've been sitting on them for like a month. I think one of my next videos is going to be about how the LGBT community failed LaRue of the hit song Bulletproof in 2009. There was a lot of shit where she was done wrong, but if you weren't in the LGBT community back then, you may not remember that she was like super controversial. I think no matter what, the pressure that was put on her was like unfair. I've also been thinking a lot about how we as like an audience and society treat performers and famous people who are out or closeted or want to be private about their sexuality, and it's really fascinating to me. Thank you for watching this mess, and subscribe if you want to hear me talk more about shit that I'm interested in.